Hi guys, what's up? Here is, as I promised, the new Corvette. Not really new, the old Corvette. So 75 Corvette convertible. I think we'll name it topless because it doesn't even really have the convertible anymore. It's got a small block 350 in it. I'm gonna grab the camera. I'll give you guys a little walk around what we got here. So, quick little story about this car. It is a 3-owner car, but I know all the history on it. So this car was bought from the original owner, who lived part-time in South Florida and was parked at Trump Plaza in Palm Beach for about 30 years. My math might be off. I'm not good at math. Anyway, so in 2000 it was bought by the last owner. He bought it. I did a small restoration job on this car, getting it running and driving back then. I think we had some paint work done on it and did an interior. And after about 5 or 6 years, the top had got a hole in it, and it was parked outside. So the interior got a little wet, and then that owner actually took it all out and just kind of ripped everything out. Didn't really take a whole lot of extra time with it. So what are we going to do today? Today, the first thing we need to do is I need to see if this car runs. I think it will. It's, it was just parked, so it really wasn't. And I think it was garage kept for a while until it was put outside from where I got it from. Let's see if we can get it running and driving, get it up on the lift maybe. But that'll be the goals for the day, as always, lofty. But let's see what happens. Stay tuned. All right, so first things first, when we were taking it off the truck, realized the steering column is kind of broken, but it's also kind of hanging down. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bolt it up for now. This car did come with a new steering column, which we were definitely gonna install, but for right now we just want to kind of get it so we can actually drive this thing around the property. We'll see what we can do with it. I should have checked what size that bolt was. Try to save some time. But I never do. Alright, so let's get a couple bolts up in there. At least hold the steering column in place. So the column is in place. Now I know this came off because it came off when we were moving it. So they definitely have broken something in that column. Key cylinder's working. Alright. So steering wheel. Yep, turning the tires. I'm sure a lot of the purist Corvette guys will probably get mad at me, because we're definitely gonna get rid of some of this. I mean, that's a smog pump. That's original. I mean, it's got a smog pump. There's like 8 million vacuum lines on this car. So, carburetor move. Carburetor pump might be working. Why are these not moving? Was that just, oh, it's vacuum choke fed. Alright, let's see. What's our oil look like? Actually, doesn't feel bad. There's any water in it. Doesn't really look like anybody's tried to start it. Let's put a battery in it, see if the key works, and maybe we can try to bump it. All right, new battery's in. It's got a switch. Let me know if you guys see anything start catching on fire. Anything burning? Don't smell anything. All right, guys, little movie magic. Yep, we are in the shop. The car's on the lift. So, if you notice when I first started, I had to put the steering wheel back together. There is a replacement steering wheel, and the reason why is because they thought that steering column was broken. They also put a brand new starter on here. And then I hooked up a battery. We didn't get any power, and I didn't feel like crawling on the cement. So then I came and looked at this. So that is the ground wire going right to the battery, because the battery's up here by the seat. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna change that out. I'm trying not to laugh that hard. Let's change that out and see if we now have power, because I think that's been their problem all along. So we'll get back to you. Let me pull this off and we'll see what happens. All right, so here's the wire. I did cut it just so I could pull it through the rubber boot a little easier, but that thing is completely blown out. So definitely wasn't getting any ground. Let's put a new ground cable on it and see if we have power. Hopefully we do, because then that will solve half of the issues we are having, because we don't have any power to the car. They, like I said, guys before me replaced the starter. There's a brand new steering column that came with this car because they thought the steering column was bad. So I'm excited to see what it does. We'll get back to you once everything's all right. So I'm pretty sure we got a good ground now. Could have replaced that bolt, but I shouldn't have one in the box. So let's go up top. Let's hook it up. Let's see if it works. All right. Anybody want to take bets to see if that got us power to the starter? Can't tell if the key is doing anything because that thing's been ripped apart. Let's see if we got some power. Let's see. Charging. Shock delivered. Shock delivered. Shock delivered. Nope, that didn't work. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if we can. So we're gonna pull this down real quick, just take a look at the wiring. Looks like we have a wire that's like half broken, but also looks like one. Let's pull it down. Let's take a look at it real quick. I did just do a little bit off camera. Not really a whole lot to show you, but the starter was in there, but the wires, I don't know if you can see them, the wires were kind of chintzy, and they were exposed, so I cleaned them up, put some tape on them, some shrink wrap on the other ones, made sure they're all actually connected properly, and now I'll put a battery so we can get it started. Alright, so I replaced the SAG cable, took the starter out, checked out it works, and then I had to clean up the happy cable because that was just atrocious. So let's see if we get it just to turn over just a little. Ooh. We're on to something now. So I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm gonna see if we can get it on camera for you. So we got no power going to that with that key on. Let me unwrap the other steering column and look at how it works on that. Maybe it's just a plug. We'll probably end up just jumping the line straight here because we want to at least hear this thing fire. So we'll get back to you here in a few minutes. All right, let me show you what I did real quick. So we got voltage there down to the wire. What I did is, see how this is, that's supposed to be hooked to the column, and that's what turns the bar. So I don't know how I'll be able to show you this, but if I put this in here, I can change where the bar sits. Makes sense? That should be the run position. Let's make sure we got it. Nope, don't have 12 volts here. So we gotta go a little further. Just trying to get it in the run position so we can get some power to the coil. All right, we got power to the coil. All right, so we got power to the coil. Let me get that I'll hook back up and then I'll get back to you. So I got spark. Let's see what we got. Y'all saw that, right? Yeah, that started right up. I also wasn't expecting it to just turn over like that. Let me, let's put the, wow, that's awesome. Let's put the, I'm gonna lift it, let me unhook the, wow, I didn't really expect that. Let me go ahead and unhook the fuel line from it, and then we'll go ahead and put new fuel in it, and then we'll hook up a little pony tank and see if we can get it running. Give me a couple minutes, we're right back. All right, so I hooked up the little pony tank. So we'll go ahead and lower it down and let's see what happens. I mean, y'all heard that, right? It just like turned right over. It was crazy. All right, we're gonna try to get this running. Got the pony tank up. Just remember safety. It's on fire. Should catch us on fire. All right, let's see what we got. A little bit of starter fluid, so you can drag the fluid. All right, you guys ready? Shock delivered. Cut the power back on. Alright, you guys ready? Whoa, 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 whoa. We got a runner. We got a runner. Let's see if it'll pick up for the tank. We're just gonna keep it running for a second. Yes. Let the tank be little funny tank we got. See if we get fill up the bowls. Get him! I know it sounds like I live in the hood because, you know, I don't actually, but could be a hood to some people. There we go. Shock delivered. Come on. You can do it! Yeah. Endless supply of timing. That's great. just want to get the sucker running for a few minutes. What? I've done it again. Yeah, I just did it. So, yeah. Still I got to pull off tank, but let's see if we can get to pull off tank. I mean, yeah. Why not? Tell me you're gonna sit here and idle. If I had a mic, I'd drop it. Alright, so that's just a little oil burning off the headers. Don't worry, it's not on fire. Fuel pump's working because we just got it to run off the tank. Literally starts right up. Listen to that thing idle. Blinker's working. Let it idle for a few minutes. Alright, ran out of gas in the pony tank. Don't worry, I don't know if you can see the smoke on camera, that's just stuff burning off the heads. Let me get back to y'all here in a few minutes. Let's I think we're gonna wrap this video up here. Just give me a few minutes. Alright guys, so I'm probably gonna end the video right here. Just because we gotta pull the 57 in and do some other work to that. But what are the plans for this car? So this car has all the smog stuff on it. It's original, but it's not in great shape original. So what we're going to do, we're gonna pull all the smog stuff on it. New exhaust, because I don't know if you've caught the exhaust, it's got like 3 mufflers on it. Either probably a Holly Sniper, so we don't have to worry about drivability. We're gonna put some time into this car, and you're probably gonna see it a lot on the channel. Also needs a wash. So you know what that means. I'm gonna drive it to a car wash. But it ran. It really ran good. It really started to idle. I'm probably gonna empty out the fuel tank, put a little clicky clacky on there and get that emptied out. You probably don't wanna watch that. We'll see how bad it looks. We're probably gonna need to replace the fuel tank. The sponsor of this car is literally just gonna order brand new interior for it. And we'll probably just take it to a steering shop. We will replace the steering column, not because that one's actually, it's a little broken, but I could fix it, but they've got a $1,200, chrome steering column for it, so we might as well put that on there. But I promise you, you're gonna see some more stuff with this car. Maybe here the next week or two, we'll definitely do a burnout in it, because that's what we do. But how cool is that? I mean, it just purred like a kitten. I am so freaking, yeah, I'm ecstatic. So, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, at Callahan Garage. Of course, you know that if you're watching that. You guys will be seeing, we got a new Facebook and TikTok. I think they'll be Callahan Garage. They're putting it all together now. But don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll keep bringing up some really cool videos. And you're gonna see this car, just as the 57s, come back to life. And that's really what we're all about here. I don't paint cars, I don't make cars pretty or anything like that, but what I do make cars is I make them running and driving and try to modernize them and really so people can actually enjoy these cars. This car has sat for 15, 20 years. It's time. It's time. So yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Remember, Callahan Garage.